Man, what's going on, bro?
Nothing much, bro. How you been, man?
Good, man. Just chilling, bro. Another day, another dollar, another hustle.
How's this Sydney weather?
Sydney weather, man. Coming from Canberra. I came up from Canberra a couple of days ago, and I was hoping to get some more brighter weather. It was kind of cold, and I was like, that was cool. And it started raining, and I was like, nah, that's not cool. So, it's much of a muchness, man. But regardless of that, man, it's a lot colder in Canberra, so this is easy.
Yeah.
This is a breeze, yeah.
How's the hip hop scene treating you, man?
Yeah, good, man. Look, I've always, coming from Canberra and everything, I've never just looked at it as like a Canberra scene. I've always, thank God for the internet, I've been able to look at it as a whole, general.
Canberra scene big?
Canberra scene's cool, but it's very political.
Ha.
It's very political. It's very, no pun intended.
Yeah.
It's very territorial.
Yeah.
So obviously I wasn't raised in Sydney, I was raised in Canberra, so I know from my perspective that coming from Canberra, everyone's very territorial. Everyone kind of sticks in their little pockets.
Yeah.
So instead of everyone coming together and working together,
yeah.
I come from Canberra, a population of 350,000. So you think people would come together and work together, but it's not even like that. It's probably the same in Sydney and other places as well, where people get a bit worried and nervous that someone's going to be better than them or take their style or whatever. So everyone just gets scared and does their own thing. So if I had $1 for every time I reached out to an artist to work with me, and they said yes, and then they didn't do it, I'll be one rich dude,
You should do a Canberra versus everybody and try to unite the scene.
Yeah. Well, I tried that, back in 2007, I did the Canberra stand-up mixtape, and I tried to bring urban hip-hop and Aussie hip-hop together, and I wasn't aware of the political stuff from that side of things. I learned pretty quickly that it was very political, just in that aspect. Aussie hip-hop and urban hip-hop is so segregated, and people started hating massively. So I learned from a very early time in my music career that I was pretty much alone, doing everything myself.
There's a lot of different styles of hip hop. What would you say your style of hip hop is?
My style is like urban, you know what I mean? Like urban hip hop, but like,
So it's not like gutter rap or street rap?
No, it is. I just tell my story. So at the end of the day, I really don't have a label on my music. I just tell my story, and I always let the audience put a label on my music and what I do. I just say, you tell me what you think it sounds like. So most people that hear my stuff, it's urban, it's street, it's just telling my story. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is, as long as I'm reaching the audience and touching them emotionally,
that's what artists does.
and that's what's happening, then I'm happy. The rest is all just doesn't matter.
Yep.
So that's what I'm doing. It's all about just lyrically, just laying it down and having people get goosebumps and where like someone can relate.
Yeah.
And everything else is just, it is what it is,
Urban legend, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so.
You done any gigs around Australia?
I've done a few, a couple of years back I used to do a few things back in the day in Sydney and a few spots here and there, mostly emceeing, you know what I mean? The one thing I haven't done a lot of, to be honest with, is touring and doing shows.
Yeah.
I've done a few, but I do, let's say, maybe 2 or 3 shows a year, and it's usually like big corporate ones that are organised. That's like months and months of promotion. It's on TV. So just a couple months back, I've done Fash Fest in Canberra.
Is that where you're dressed in the nice?
Yeah, I was dressed up. Yeah, in front of 1,000 people, very corporate people, very influential people. So things like that.
Champagne popping and stuff.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. So with me, it's not about quantity. It's about quality. You know. Yeah. So for example, I might put out, if you look at my music career in the last 10 years, I've put out a lot of mixtapes. Shout out to Bushy in the house, he's put out a lot of mixtapes, he's hustling. I haven't put out 5 mixtapes out, I've put out 1 mixtape. I've probably put out maybe 3 or 4 projects in the last 10 years, but it's been...
Have you got a mixtape in the works then?
No, I've got an album in the works.
So an EP?
I've got a second album in the works. So I've got another album I'm working on now, it's half done. And all the productions from the States, so I get all my instruments from the States.
Nice. And who's your producer or beat man over there?
Various DJs, producers, various. Every time, every day of the week, I'm changing. Yeah,
I
know. Every week, every day of the week, every month, every time, everything's changing. I'm always getting a different producer. So by the time the album's done, I might have 20 different producers on this album. You know what I mean? Which is not too bad. So. It is what it is, man. I'm loving it.
I like it, man. So, what's the biggest crowd you performed in front of?
Probably about 5,000.
5,000?
5,000. That was 2008 at the AS Arena in Canberra, where the sports centre is. AS
Arena. Was the whole place, is that the whole place filled?
That's actually not the whole place filled. The whole place filled probably take about 15,000.
Yeah, that's 5,000.
But 5,000 people, if anyone jumps on my...
Fill a high school up.
Definitely. Well, if you jump on my YouTube channel, type in Kayo Marbilus, Bud's Monkey Breakdance Championships, you can see the video itself, and I made 5,000 people stand up when I told them to. That was pretty cool.
Nice.
And that was at an arena where I had previously, 2 years before, watched Ja Rule perform there, Usher performed there, and I was like, one day it'd be pretty cool to perform in this arena. And
It's
then
kind
about,
of surreal when you're on the stage.
yeah, massive. But the funny thing is, the bigger the crowd, the less nervous you are because the less eyes you see. That's my opinion.
So with all the lights on you and you just look out,
Yeah,
it's kind
you just
of blank.
it's like a sea of people. Yeah. So for me, it was like it was exciting and very. I was very adrenaline rushed, but I wasn't as nervous because it was just a sea of people. But and then performing at the Fash Fest a couple of weeks back in May, there was 1,000. I was nervous as hell there. My heart was racing like crazy following on.
Is that because they're all fashionistas? Or?
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. And a different type of crowd. You're talking like white people with suits and people with money and blah blah blah.
Like blue collar,
white
collar.
Yeah, exactly. In the streets of Hollywood, whatever you want to call it. And then as time went on, after about 2 minutes of me performing, I relaxed a bit, and afterwards everyone was saying they enjoyed the show and this and that. So it was really cool.
Nice, man. Where can people find your music?
SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube, and Spotify. Pretty much any music digital application that you have on your phone.
Nice.
You put my type my stuff in there, you'll find it. So Kayo Marbilus.
Speaking of that, can you cue it up there, Stalky? Nice, man. So they can find it on YouTube as well. You're on YouTube.
Sure can. YouTube.
Yeah, and
SoundCloud, iTunes.
Marbilus. I kept getting that wrong because it sounded so much like Marbilus.
We had a bit of a ABC thing going on the last couple of days. I was like, I think it was about 4 attempts where I was like, you got the spelling wrong, man. I'll do it again. You got the spelling wrong, man. I'll try again.
There's a little crack on my phone, so I kept putting an I in there.
Yeah.
Like when I looked at it on the phone. Yeah. Anyway, but we're gonna play a couple of your tracks, man. What's the first track that we've got up?
We got Where Did My Night Go?
Where Did My Night Go?
The Color Castle remix, Magnific featuring Kayo Marbilus.
Yeah.
Shout out to Color Castle.
Shout out to Kayo Castle. Is he one of your producers or beat
No,
makers?
he's one of the DJs that jumped on the track and did a remix for it. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, nice. I'm just gonna get it queued up right now and get Kayo Marbilus' track pumping live.
It's an interesting illustration you got there on the album.
Yeah, shout out to Kid Kenobi as well. I've got to say he's got the he's the man behind the works of that
he's
compilation.
a very hungover dude.
Yeah.
Artistic.
Hey, anytime you want to press play, man, just press play, man.
Right, gotcha.
Let's go.
I was gonna give it like a